Good evening, good evening. How's it going, guys? Everybody hear me okay? I guess Ground Fog was up in here early. And then Chaos Theory, how you doing, brother? Marco's up in here. How's everybody doing? It's another Friday night. Getting colder, winter's coming on, man. It was a whopping 25 degrees Fahrenheit this morning here up in New Hampshire, so gotta love the cold weather, man. Missing the palm trees. How's everybody doing? We'll give the chat a couple minutes to fill up. We currently have zero viewers in here. So yeah, we'll give it a minute to for the live chat to get going. Greg Vanderlip said 250 joules. Thank you very much, Greg. How you doing, brother? Awesome, awesome. T-Rex, how you doing, my man? Always good to see you. How are you doing? Chaos Theory's back. Yeah, I guess I don't know. YouTube's just not telling me the real deal. Go figure. Yeah, weird stuff. My Larmic, what's happening? How you doing, channel member up in here? My Larmic, yeah. My Larmic is Irish John. He's been on a space blanket kick. Those things are awesome, aren't they? How you doing, brother? How are things going over in Ireland? Greg's feeling like crap. What's up, Greg? What's going on, man? What's is it physical going on or yeah, what ails you, brother? 13 hours Dayton to West Virginia. My ass is yeah, man, that's quite the haul. Did you did it in a truck or did you do it on your motorbike there? Yeah, that is yeah, 13 hours is still a long haul no matter which way you slice it and dice it. Unless maybe not so much if you're like, flying an Apache or something. Like that would just be like a 13-hour like adrenaline rush. But yeah, 13-hour drive, man, that's a long haul. Oh, Daytona Beach, T-Rex. Man, I used to work like 15 minutes west of Daytona Beach, right over in DeLand, Florida. In fact, yeah, we'd get swamped during the that Daytona Bike Week. Yeah, that is Mutlar Mick. Total miles including the cruise 1,800 miles. That's yeah, that's quite the haul, my man. When store so landlord could shop somehow killed battery and argued Wi-Fi and grabbed jumper cables because ours was at home. Yeah, quality over quantity, right, Greg? Yeah, definitely a thing with jumper cables as well. So, yeah, definitely interesting stuff. So, yeah, I decided we'd discuss some knife stuff today. Nothing formal. We're not worried about tech specs and all that unless you're willing to share them. But yeah. What's your favorite knife story? Did you get lucky find a knife? Do you have a lucky knife? Whatever you got, we're listening. Bahamas was awesome. Love the drink package. Yeah, the drink package is always a winner, man. Um, yeah, the islands down there, man. I'm happy with the Florida Keys, to be honest. Yeah, there's something to be said for island life, that's for sure. Man, they got you on the weekend again, Greg. That's horrible, man. Emergency preparedness sent 100 for 2 joules. Thank you, emergency preparedness. We definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I'm more out of shape than I thought. The Florida, what is that? Florida Search and Rescue. Unless I'm off on that. Greg Vanderlint sent happy poop for 10 joules. Thank you, Greg. We definitely appreciate you, man. Oh no, what is it then? I'm unaware of that. Their emergency preparedness. Mylar Mick, if you remember them 14500 batteries we were talking about for the night core, one is 2 mil longer than the other. May the buyer beware. That's good information there, Irish John, for sure. Yeah, that's yeah, you learned that one the hard way, huh? Yeah, it was oh, I can't remember. It was you needed an 11 instead of a 10, and you ended up with a battery that doesn't. But you did say it works in your headlamp, right? Can't stay, gotta go to shower in bed. Hey Rex, we definitely appreciate you being here, man. It's always a pleasure. We definitely appreciate you, man. If you could smash the like button on your way out, it definitely helps, and we definitely appreciate it. We've been trying to ramp up the channel this week. Over the last week, we did 3 extra lives. I did an extra one last Saturday. Then we did one. This is our second one today, man. We was up early, and I decided to go live. But Buckeye Bushcraft, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Yeah, Rex, definitely get some sleep, man. You have to time for recovery from the vacation, bro. Yeah, Rex, I gotta make it back over your ways pretty soon. I've been trying to get caught up on some channel watching here, but yeah, trying to do content and watch channels at the same time. Sometimes it's a challenge. What hood you claim? I don't know, John. Yeah, no clue, dude. Yeah, we don't. I'm not claiming a hood. I'm a traveling man. I'm more of a nomadic dude, but yeah, for now I reside in good old New Hampshire. But hey, what's everybody drinking tonight? We're gonna crack in a can the Monster Energy. It's not good for you, but hey, there's worse crutches in the world to have. We're not sponsored by them. We should be, but yeah, cheers to everyone for the night. What's everybody else drinking? Yeah, gotta love that sound, right? Cracking open a fresh one. Yeah, might wanna. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's got going on there. Not sure where you're getting at there, John, but good luck with that. But yeah, how's everybody doing, man? Chaos is drinking the mango liquid IV. Nice, dude. Yeah, I should at this time of night I should probably like tone it down to water, but hey, we're here, we're having a blast, so figure we'd discuss some knife stuff. So yeah, the story is some knives that I have. This some of you have seen it, most of you have seen it, but I bought this knife set back in 2019 from Phobos Knives. My first ever custom knife set. Eric Hansen made these just for me. Greg Vanderlip's drinking the Code Red Mountain Dew. And for work, have 0 cal water flavored cherry, peach tea. Got home from work, back to regular Mountain Dew. Yeah, back to the regular, the low octane stuff when you're not on the job. I'm with you, Greg. Smoked up. Yeah, we were just getting into that. This is actually a custom set from Phobos Knives. Stock leather. I just piggybacked it. Used the secondary scout loop. Moved it down and then passed them both through the belt loop on the Tier 1 mini sheath. This is the Tier 1 Mini Gen 2 in CPM 154. It's got a stonewash finish on it. Yeah, black G10 liners with it's like a natural micarta scale. That's the one on the front there. We'll give you a little close up. I definitely got to upgrade my lighting thing. It's on the list of many things to do. Oh yeah, I've been doing the piggyback thing for like 30 plus years. All like yeah, all my major knives end up this way, and I've piggybacked different stuff, not just like another fixed blade. I've done it with a folder on it. I've done it with a multi tool. The knife on the back, the primary, is the Phobos Knives Tier 1C in CPM 3V. It's 12 and a quarter overall. It's got a 0.25 inch spine, so it's a hefty beast. Yeah, what else is there? It's also a stone wash finish. Black G10 liners with micarta scales. GH. That gimpin is awesome. Try to be right back inside. It's trying to get out of the body through my backsides. Yeah, correct. That's yeah, man, that makes for a rough day. Yeah, there's a back shot of the leather there. So you can mount this on a molly platform if you wanted to as well. It is adjustable in length, so you can adjust the dangle a little bit. And then attached to it for the foot ferrocium rod is the Exotech Fire Rod XL. Yeah, handy dandy piece of kit. I definitely like it. It's got about 18 inches or so of 1-inch Gorilla Tape on there. It's got a capsule on the inside, so you can store a couple of fire tinders, quick tabs, or whatever they call them. They're kind of small. I think you do need a couple of them, just to be safe. It actually fits like 4 in there, so it's not too shabby. And then for a flashlight on here, I've got the Olight i5 i5T EOS. The AA version there is what I have on there. And yeah, I do pamper this knife set a little bit. Like I said, it's my first custom knife set that I ever got, so. Hey bro, you seem like you know your shit as far as survival tips go. Any advice on how to get rid of a bot? Yeah, no, I've got no experience on that, my man. Yeah. But yeah, interesting comment nonetheless. Yeah, you might want to, yeah, just contact your local authorities and just ask them for like some pictures of some previous evidence or something. They'll hook you up. Clint Daniels, welcome to the chat, my man. How you doing? Clint, happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. It's been an awesome Friday for us, actually. I'm digging it, man. We did like a 2-hour live this morning, like early morning. I think I started it like maybe, I don't know, 5:30 or something. Ooh, Chaos, did you get the audiobook? Oh yeah, speaking of which, Irish John, that movie I was telling you about, Into the Wild, was it the Kevin McAllister story? Dude goes off and tries to live off the land in Alaska, made it like 119 days or so. That's on YouTube for free, man. Surprisingly, YouTube's been coming out with some banger movies. So yeah, Into the Wild is free on YouTube at least. Should be available to you as well. That went south, that Christopher. Yeah, that went south real quick, man. So I think that anybody that's looking towards the SHTF, I've got a bug out bag and I'm gonna go live off the land kind of thing. That is a great movie for them to watch. Yeah, that is an awesome eye opener too. It's not as easy as you think it is, and he kind of he thought he went out there well equipped and everything, and thought he had it all figured out. But yeah, you might want to take like little tiptoe steps if you're thinking about going and living off the land. Yep, that's that one pretty much. So yeah, that was my introduction to Phobos knives back in 2019. After I had done a lot of research, it was actually Prepared Mind 101. He had done a video on the Phobos knives Tier 1C, and that's how I found Phobos knives. That's how I got interested. So interesting. Yeah, my introduction to something was on YouTube. Long before I even thought about starting a channel, right? In fact, yeah, 2019, I was still sky jumping. So Yeah. I think I paid somewhere around $600 or so for the knife set. And the cool thing is with the Tier 1C, I think I forgot to mention it, but this is actually, it's hard to tell on camera, but this is actually a convex grind on this. So awesome if you're going to do some light batoning and stuff like that. I could probably, it can handle some heavy batoning as well. But yeah, the only thing I found, like first knife with a convex grind as well. So I definitely dig the convex grind. It's awesome for like, you know, great, like useful edge. Um, yeah, smoky jumper. I'm smoky jumper. I'm a jumper, man. Well, now I'm retired. I jumped for 27 years though. I started jumping back in 1993, and then yeah, 2020 was my last year. The cough, the coof, whatever you want to call it, put me out of business. So, but yeah, man, 27 years of jumping, pretty much 7 days a week, probably about, 42, 44 weeks out of the year minimum. Yeah, nomadic jumper too. I'd work in the Northeast, spring, summer, fall, and I'd hit Florida for the winter. I did make a trip out to Texas and California for some sky jumping, but oh, I'm not a smoke jumper, man. Yeah, I've never done one of those jumps. I've done like wingsuit jumps and crew jumps and hop and pops and ditch and pitch and swooping and all that stuff, but never done a smoke jump. I started jumping rounds in the army, and once I once I realized what a ram air parachute was, I never looked back, man. There's a nostalgia group that still does the old airborne round jumps down in Zephyr Hills in Florida, and I've been invited many times, and I've politely declined every time. Yeah, they ain't no jumping arounds for this dude, man. I'm more of a swooper. I fly. Well, I don't fly anything anymore. But my last parachute was a Velo 74, and so 74 square feet. That it's definitely a Lamborghini of the sky, Ferrari type performance. But yeah, man. Hey, man, smoke jumping's crazy. Um, I've done all kinds of jumping, but yeah, jumping rounds in the forest fires, from one skydiver to a next, from one jumper to another. You boys are missing a screw upstairs. You might want to invest a little bit more into protective gear. But if you do have any gear designs, man, shoot me an email. I'm still an FAA certificated master parachute rigger, so I can still design, build, and get stuff test jumped and approved and everything. So yeah, bush leather for your knives. Where do you get it? Clint Daniels. All the leather that I have for my Phobos knives is all Phobos knives leather. You get it direct from them. He has a guy that specifically makes his leather, and he does an outstanding job on the leather for sure. And it's not just for Phobos knives. Like he's got different size leather and everything. You can match it up to whatever it is you're looking for. Like these ones here, I think he's got like 4.5, 5.5 inch, and then he's got multiples. Yeah, you'd have to check the website or send him an email. But yeah, it's all the leather that you see with my Phobos knives. It's all handcrafted for Phobos knives. It's all, in fact, yeah, you can see it's even got the Phobos logo on the back of the sheath. So the front's nice and clean. It's not over branded, which is a perk as well. Yeah, we'll get into that. So that was my first one. Then let's see if we can line this stuff up pretty good here. The next knife set that I got, or the next knives, we'll pull those out. Um, and this is, yeah, Clint, this is more Phobos knives leather. This one here is darker because we actually oil dipped the leather. So kapow, that's what you get when you oil dip the leather, which has been awesome. It preserves the leather, all that good stuff. I don't have to treat it all the time. And this has been just lightly treated with wicked wax. And that's it, nothing more, nothing less. And this is more along the lines of what you'll get from Phobos Knives. But so fast forward a couple years, and I had started up my YouTube channel, was working on different stuff, wanted to get some more stuff on board, working on an extreme budget deficit. And I ended up getting back in touch with Eric Hansen, the owner of Phobos Knives, and was asking him about, does he do any knife pass arounds or anything like that? I could show some more of his stuff because I really like it. I'd like to share more of it. So he sent me a few knives. He sent me the Tier 1 Mini, which is this knife right here. This is CPM 154 CM steel. Orange G10 liners with OD Micarta scales on this one. There are different scale options with different colored liners and all that stuff. There's also PVD versus stone washed, more like a satin finish. But I personally prefer PVD. So this is one of the knives that he sent to the channel for us to check out. And then I naturally I piggybacked it to the front of this knife here. This is the Tier 1 BC. And this is, I think so far, this is my all-around favorite. It's a happy medium between a whole bunch of things. It's a great field utility bushcraft knife all the way around. It's obviously all of his knives are full tang, but PVD coated. This is a Magna Cut blade. It's got the bow drill divot here, if you're going to do a friction fire type thing. And this isn't just like, tapped into the scale, which you get a lot of times. This goes through the scale to the full tang, and there's actually a divot in the full tang. So if you do utilize this for a friction fire, just make sure your spindle is just slightly narrower than this, and you won't cook out your scales. It'll go down to the Magna Cut, which isn't going to wear out from a stick. But the friction will cook out your G10 liners, G10 scales. This one is red G10 liners with double black micarta scales. So yeah, if this were just a bow drill divot into the scale, you'd end up cooking the scales. So it's kind of like one of those things with the knife things. Olive oil dipped my arms for years. I don't make enough to even think about affording your Ram Air setups. Yeah, man, those Ram Air setups nowadays, I think they go up $1,000 with each one. Like back in the day, like Performance Designs had what's called a Saber One. It's their common mid-range parachute, and man, that thing was like $1,000 to $1,200 or so. And then years later, they came out with the Saber 2, and that was bordering like the $2,000 mark. Now they've got the Saber 3 out, and it like hit the $3,000 mark. That's just for the main, a custom harness container. That'll run you another $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. AAD, the automatic activation device, $1,000 to $1,200 or so. And then your reserve parachute's going to be, like in the $1,200 range. Throw in some bells and whistles, some custom embroidery, UPT skyhook and stuff. Yeah, you're talking like $7,000, $8,000 for a modern Ram Air jump rig system. And the Cannon, welcome to the chat, brother. How you doing, Semper Fi? Got my guy. Clint Daniels, I've gotten lucky with it a few times. It's not something I put a lot of practice into. One of the reasons why I started getting into Phobos knives, it was more like a bushcrafty kind of setup. I'm more like a field utility guy. Yeah, I did some bow drill fires and stuff like that. Tried a couple different techniques back in the day, but for the most part, speed is a thing. So we have modern technology. We've got Bic lighters, we've got Zippo lighters, we've got ferro rods, we've got all that stuff. My favorite way to start a fire, though, is actually with a ferro rod and some natural tinder. Usually, like, if I'm down south, I'll score myself a decent amount of fat wood, and if up in the northeast or something, there's white birch everywhere. So, yeah, keep it, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? In my opinion, Phobos Knives would sell more of the Tier 1 if there was a video of you throwing flames with the ferro rod. Yeah, Irish John, man, we've got video of that. We've done it dozens of, well, more than a few dozen times on lives when I was developing those fire starters, we were we were slamming the ferro rod quite a bit. I'm gonna do some fancy stuff though. Maybe do some of that slow mo cinematographic type stuff or whatever. Um, just getting caught up on the comments here, guys. Oh, you've been jumping for 10 years now. That is sweet, man. Yeah. Did you get the ceremonious crutches yet? Have you had that? Yeah, I think everybody that jumps out of planes, you either if you do it long enough, you're gonna end up like hurt, and if unless you quit before it happens, but it's highly likely. Kenan, what'd you have for dinner? Pork fried rice tacos. Not tonight. I actually had work curry tonight. Pork curry. All right, now we got you. Chaos had the taco salad. Man, Mrs. Bushcraft made a nice roast and roast and potatoes. So yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. The late night pyro stuff is fun. We might be indulging in some more of that in the not too distant future. I've got another yeah, I'm gonna make some of the different fire starters. So we'll be field testing them right here. Controlled environment, that's what it is. Yeah, we're being scientifical about it. So that's the tier one mini and the tier one BC. Once again, like piggybacked. He made a few changes to the sheaths. He put the top snap on here. A lot of people asked for that. It is removable. Like there's a Phillips screw here. You can remove the button snap as well as the retention strap if you wanted to. The other knife is the tier one mini. And this one is CPM 154 CM as well. This one happens to be in PVD coating as well. Orange G10 liners with OD micarta scales. The difference between the tier 1 mini and the mini is about a half-inch difference on the blade. The blade on the mini is the cutting edge is 3.5 inches, and on the tier 1 mini it's 4 inches. Definitely one of my favorite knives. Great little EDC thing. But good in the field as well if you're looking for something light and compact. You can get a lot of work done with a little knife. But yeah, another close-up look of the leather there. It's actually got red stitching in it, which is really sweet. Nice, a little bit of contrast, a little bit of color. The Phobos logo on the back. It's got, you can scout carry it, you can standard belt carry it, and you can also attach a easy clip and adjust a little bit of canter in there if you'd like to. But yeah, quality, well thought out products there. Carmichael, outstanding. How are you? Yeah, I think it's having a stroke tonight. Yeah, Greg's sweet Jesus, if anyone comes across the soul I left in the restroom, tell us to get it. Oh, Craig, that's awesome, man. There's nothing like blowing up a pep. I shouldn't say blowing up, huh? Yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. Blasting out a bath. That actually happened to a guy. A guy was going into the bathroom and said, "Everybody should leave. I'm about to blow this bathroom up." So people went out, thought he was making a bomb threat. And yeah, they had the cops were already nearby. I think this was at a Target. It made national news. It was quite hysterical. But yeah, guy went into the bathroom, said, "Everybody should clear this out. I'm about to blow it up." We all know what that meant, but wow, with today's society, man, everybody thought that that was in a bad way. It didn't take long to clarify it, though. Um, B&A, welcome again, second time. B&A is a channel member. Welcome back to the chat. How was your day, man? Yeah, we got to talk a little bit this morning. It's almost like we have like internet relationships and stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that was this morning's was live chat was a little different. We're trying to stick to the sharp things, the knives tonight. We're sticking to the knives. Yeah, figured we'd tell a little bit of the backstory behind Phobos and talk about Phobos knives because it is Phobos Friday. It's my favorite knife company, knife guy. So yeah, here we are. Oh, Chaos, you say it was a Home Depot, not a Target? Might have happened at both. Who knows? But that's where society's going, right? What could possibly go wrong? They said. Um, yeah, the Home Depot. So, oh yeah, there's one other piece. It's not a knife, but it's kind of like a knife that Eric Hansen sent me. He sent me. This is the Tier One Mini Trainer. It comes in this specific Kydex sheath with an easy clip. It's ambidextrous, lefty or righty. You can actually take the screws apart. It's kind of like a clamshell Kydex, so you can actually, it's not welded together. You can take it apart and completely reverse it, put the easy clip on either side, adjust it for a bit of canter if you want to. But yeah, this is the non-beveled trainer of the Tier 1 Mini. So if you want to learn like some flippy, cool knife tricks or something, you're not really, you want to work on your draw without slicing your trousers or your belt or whatever, this would be the practice tool. I, Iowa Herman. Hello. We're talking about Phobos knives tonight. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're talking about knives. What's your favorite knife story? Do you have a favorite knife? Did you get lucky and find a knife? All that good stuff. Um, that's good. That's good. So yeah, B&A, how was your day, my man? So yeah, that is the. We're gonna run out of room here. Well, this is the problem to have. First world problems, right? I don't have enough room for all my fancy knives. Nothing wrong with that, right? Actually, this was partially inspired by B&A this morning. We were talking about knives and stuff. And yeah, different stories behind different knives. And then, yup. As I'm looking for another knife. Alrighty then. Neil McKenzie, hello, welcome to the chat, my man. How are you doing? And then, yeah, so another knife that came out that Phobos Knives had, I was just like, wow, that is, I gotta have me one of those. And I ended up getting one for 2024 Christmas. Mrs. Bushcraft and the kids put together some change and bought me the Phobos Knives Calcula in S35 VN steel. This is red G10 liners with double micarta scales. Comes in a Kydex sheath with a dangler. I'm lefty, that's why it's set up lefty there. Or I could say the camera's reversed. No, but it's not. Awesome Kydex. Definitely no shake, no rattle, all that good stuff. Justin Ronan, welcome to the chat, man. Always a pleasure to see you. How goes it, brother? I had the same issue. I'm running out of places to put all my fancy firearms and ammo. Yeah, time for a man cave expansion. We got to talk to some of the construction guys in here, like see if we can get that done. But yeah, Justin, how are you doing today, man? So, yeah, this was the knife that I had to have, and I got it. I got it, and this is why Miss Bushcraft calls me a spoiled brat. But wait, there's more because this was my 2024 Christmas gift from Mrs. Bushcraft and the kids. Yeah, we can kind of set this one off. We're running out of damn room for sure. But Captain, I'm giving her all she's got. This is an awesome problem to have. So as well, for 2024 Christmas, Eric Hansen sent me the Phobos knives Allaris. This is in CPM 3V. This is a sweet knife. Lot of blade there, a lot of belly. Yeah, CPM 3V, black G10 liners with ivory white micarta scales. It also has the bow drill divot. It's an all-around camp knife, but to be honest, man, I have been smashing stuff in the kitchen with this now for 10 months. Doesn't matter what it is. I slice it, dice it, julienne, onions, peppers, steaks, doesn't matter. Cut ribs, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, this is becoming the official kitchen knife, camp kitchen knife. It's a camp knife all the way around. I mean, you could do anything with this. You could feather stick, you could baton, you could, notch, you could do whatever you got to do, really. It's a great all-around knife. We do have this in the stonewash finish. Definitely a sweet knife. No complaints whatsoever. Jeremy Bucknut, what's happening? Can't chat, but we'll keep listening in the background. Jeremy will be, hey, nothing wrong with lurking, man. Sometimes typing is just too much. We definitely appreciate you being here, Jeremy. Like, have fun hanging out, dude. Hopefully you had an awesome day. Have an awesome evening as well. That goes for everybody as well. Have an awesome evening, guys. Hopefully you had an awesome day. Yeah, Chaos. I don't think he's leaving. I think he's just gonna hang out and lurk, man. I've done that. I do that a lot nowadays. I just enjoy like I enjoy the eye candy and the conversation and do a little reading. Hell, there was one time I was watching one live chat over at Grumpy Grunt, and man, the chat had me laughing so hard. I wasn't even commenting to the point. I'm like, I haven't said anything in a while. I kind of feel creepy. I'm just gonna let everybody know, like, hey, I've been here. I've been too busy laughing at the comments, man. Everybody just, it was one of those Sunday mornings where everybody had jokes. No, I don't only do knife videos. I get into everything. I get into water bottles, water filtration, cooking stuff, sewn products, chest rigs, backpacks, sleeping bags, mountain bikes, cross country, downhill, all that stuff, man. I'm kind of working my way into everything. Oh yeah, no worries, Jeremy. Yeah, eyes on the road, man. Don't worry about it at all. I'm the same way, dude. We appreciate you hanging out for sure, man. As always. No, I used to hunt. I don't hunt anymore unless I had like private property I can go on. Public property has gotten way too dangerous, and quite frankly, I don't even drive anymore. I don't drive an automobile. I've been driving a mountain bike for the past coming up on 20 years. I quit driving automobiles like almost 20 years ago. I do a lot of cycling and mountain biking and stuff, so I suppose I could get a trailer or something and haul a deer out, but yeah, that's just not a thing I do anymore. If you get any more Phobos knives, I'm gonna need a bigger screenshot. Yeah, I've got to start at some point. I've got to switch to like a widescreen thing because I do have more knives than this. Well, I've got one more Phobos. So yeah, this is the Allaris, guys, in CPM 3V. Awesome knife. And there's these come in like they've got the PVD finish as well, and an assortment of different scales and stuff, different liner colors, different scale colors, different materials. Most of the knives are available in either, well, the scales are either G10 micarta or carbon fiber. So, which brings us to our next one. Kapow. That is the, we'll put the Allaris right down here. So I was heavily geeking out on carbon fiber for a while. and I definitely love the Calcula. So this is a knife with all these. This is like the story of my knives at the same time, like how I acquired them and the whole 9 yards and when. The next one is another Calcula, but this one is a PVD finish with red G10 liners and carbon fiber scales. And Eric Hansen sent this one to me as a gift. This was his personal EDC knife. This is what he was carrying. But I guess when you own Phobos knives, you can give away the one you're carrying and grab another one. But yeah, so extra special. Eric sent this to me. Yeah, so kind of like not replaceable. Yeah, none of them really are. I mean, the knife the Mrs. Bushcraft and the kids got me. The couple the few that Eric Hansen has sent me, my custom set. Yeah, this is yeah, I'm filthy knife rich. This is about as knife wealthy as I've ever been. Um, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Yeah, Ken and I head on a swivel, right? There's yeah, there's always somebody watching. Man, especially now they have all the cameras and everything. Yeah, they're getting out of control with that dystopia watching everybody stuff. So that's pretty much all of my Phobos knives. I still got a few Spartan blades, but yeah. So yeah, what's everybody carrying today? What's your current EDC going at? Yeah, and if you guys notice, I've been throwing up a lot more lives in the past week. We've definitely been getting into that. We ended up doing like an extra live last Saturday, and a couple this week. And in fact, we even did one this morning. Yeah, I think we started that like 5:30, quarter of six. We went like 2 hours or so. Um, just because you're paranoid don't mean they ain't after you. Yeah, there's a reason for it, right? Right, Mylar Mick, Irish John. Um, yeah, man, there might be a reason why you're paranoid. They're always chasing after everybody, especially me nowadays, man. I've been talking about the stuff you're not supposed to talk about, so yeah, I'm probably on somebody's radar. I made it on a list within the last couple weeks. I'm in South Florida. You always have to have your head on a swivel. I think that's everywhere now, chaos, man. That's just the way we got to live. That's just the way they've like society's become like that. Like, yeah, man, head on a swivel, situational awareness. Be aware of your surroundings. Be ready, stay strapped. Neil McKenzie's carrying a Concept Main Street, Gerber US1, Tiny Sog. What is that? Folamov Mini Light, Ruger P345. Nice, Neil. Sweet carry, man. Yeah, I definitely I like the Rugers for sure. Rugers has always been like a solid deal. Like you're getting the right amount of pow for your buck. If you aren't on a list or two, we can't be friends. Exactly, ground fog, man. I'm probably on more than a list or two. I've probably made it on a few lists in my lifetime. Not for the really bad stuff, just for the, hey, you said the quiet part out loud, dude. Justin Ronan, I feel that. Yeah, I've been through South Florida a bunch of times. It's been a lot of years, but man, now you guys got to be careful. I think there's a lot of New Yorkers. Like they're saying, like 800,000 to 1 million New Yorkers will leave in New York. A lot of them are talking about going to Florida, Texas. Like, really? Why? Like, I don't know. Um, yeah, that whole yeah, New York City's up in an uproar at this point. And the dude took like, less than a day to go back on what he was saying. He went from "don't send me the money" to send me money, and yeah, his victory speech sounded more like it just didn't sound right. Hey Drew Crew, crazy world right now. Oh yeah, it's a crazy world, man. Everybody sharpen up on your skills. Most importantly, be fit, be healthy. Without those two things, you're not doing much of anything. So yeah, definitely work on your fitness, improve that. Yeah, you can't go wrong. The rest of everything else will kind of fall in place. Oh yeah, yeah. He's a known. Well, you can't do communism in the United States, so they switched it. Now their code name is Democratic Socialist. So when you hear Democratic Socialist, it's kind of like more along the lines of communist Marxist. It's all kind of in the same little crapshoot. Yeah, man, we got to be aware of the Islam invasion. They're saying the quiet part out loud now too. It's they're straight up telling us they're not here to assimilate. They're here to overtake. Mrs. Bushcraft is in the chat. Hey, honey, how you doing? Robert, how you doing, man? Good evening. Welcome to the chat. How is your week, my man? Awesome, awesome seeing you. Golgarth, no, dude, I'd loan you $200 if I had it. You want to loan me $200, and then I'll loan you $200. One of those scenarios. Yeah, wish I had it, brother, but quite frankly, I'm so broke. If it costs a dime to shit, I'd have to puke. Not sure if you can say that on YouTube. We'll find out. This will probably be another demonetized video. But yeah, hey, and that's the direction all the politicians are. Yeah, BS artists, man. They are blowing like sunshine and rainbows up your pooper all day long, and then as soon as they get voted in, they don't do crap that they're gonna say. Everything that they ran on just gets disregarded. That includes Mr. Sir Trump a lot. Yeah, he's just as guilty as the rest of them. People are in like, there's a lot of outrage about that. Like a lot of people voted for him in good faith, thinking he was going to do this, that, and the other thing. And he kind of started in the right direction just to keep everybody fooled. But hey, no new wars, right? And we got wars like crazy, and we still haven't seen. Oh, that's wicked cool. We got trumpets and horns and stuff. Is that working on your guys' thing too? Robert Shank send royal crown for 3,000 jewels. Robert, thank you very much, man. We definitely appreciate you, dude, for sure. Yeah, royal crown for 3,000 jewels. That is awesome, dude. We definitely appreciate you, my man. But yeah, and that's a huge help right now. Yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft, they took her out of work for medical leave for a while, so she's going to be out of work probably for a few weeks. So, yeah, I'm grinding the YouTube as much as possible. Oh yeah, Ground Fog. That's the Discord. Ground Fog, drop your Discord for sure, man. Yeah, Ground Fog has got a Discord that's like 10 times better than mine. Well, that's a gross understatement. Substantially better. Neil McKenzie, thank you for the super chat, man. We definitely appreciate that. Every bit counts at this point in the game, especially with the holidays coming up and all. But yeah, we definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. I'll be right back. My dog's barking. I haven't gotten my hands on any of that stuff. The Rock, yeah, I haven't gotten any of those knives. The Rock Apex or any of that. Yeah, I pretty much I'm exclusively just using Phobos knives. Like I said, I'm kind of filthy knife rich now. I have no plans of purchasing any knives in the near future. So, yeah, what I have is what I have for the time being. Hey, that's they said you'll own nothing and be happy, but I am most definitely happy with what I have. I have no complaints whatsoever. Like I said, I have I've got plenty of knives, so I don't do the yeah. I just kind of stick with what I use. I'm not trying to do like reviews on like 50 different knife brands or any of that stuff. Which one? Just getting caught up on the comment. Yeah, it is. Man, I've figured out I've got like 13 or 14 knives now. When you include my folders and stuff like that. Well, I've got my one folder. I've got my Spyderco Sage 5 CF that I use. That's my EDC. Yeah, so one knife for the whole year is plenty. Um, do I have a bob or an inch bag? I kind of do. I'm working on a more specific one, but in my opinion, like a bug out bag is, everybody recommends 72 hours. So whatever it is that you're going to take camping with you for, say, if you go camping for 3 days, that's pretty much your bug out bag. Whatever your 3 day camping deal is. Um, I get into some more specific, like survival related stuff. Got a bunch of different projects I'm working on that just based off of experience and whatnot. But yeah, I'm working on a chest rig. I'm working on some higher end gear for sure. More like the quality over quantity, buy once, cry once kind of thing. I see YouTube is removing my comments again. Oh, ground fog. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, the ground fog. That's straight up YouTube too, because they didn't even give me the option to. You know how you can let it go or not. It'll hold the comment. Yeah, YouTube didn't even hold the comment, man. Yeah, they just straight up ground fog getting censored again. I get censored a lot too. It's okay. Yeah, yeah, they were doing it to Cannon last week. He wasn't even saying anything off the chain. Like everything he was saying was just run of the mill stuff, and yeah, they were just censoring Cannon. It's those damn jarheads. We don't like their lingity. James N, how you doing, stranger? Long time no see, brother man. It is good to see you. Wasn't a New Yorker in the backyard. My dog was just barking at the neighbors. Yeah, James N is still on this side of the dirt. How you doing, brother? Always good to see you. I have a lot of knives, nothing too crazy. Building up my Spyderco collection. Yeah, Robert. Hey, man, I'm totally all for it. In fact, I totally after this morning's live, because I'm kind of like I'm not into over consumerism. I'm not into like an overabundance of anything. I've just always been like that. But then I'm like, hold on a sec, like I think sometimes people's collections are a little bit ridiculous, but then it's like, you know what? My first knives and everything came off of my grandfather's ridiculous knife collection. I lost some of them the whole 9 yards. And then yeah, B&A gifted me a great knife. B&A's the one that gifted me that Spyderco. He's got enough knives he can pass one out if he chooses to. So I guess that's a great reason. So um yeah, hey, that's awesome as well. That's just kind of like an afterthought. I don't know why. I just, it is what it is. How do you got to give you both a call or something? My next day off or something. Yeah, James. Yeah, use the phone. It's portable nowadays. It's not connected to the kitchen wall. Yeah, man. We can have we'll have one of those old days conversations. You remember back in the day, you, me, and Chaos would get on the phone. It was a hoot. Yeah, we'll definitely do that again sometime. I want to give something to my kids one day. They're gonna be weird like me, and yeah. I think holding their value is like a secondary thing. I'm not a man like I've been trying to sell my Spartan blades for like 2 years now. It's like well over $800 in value between the three knives. Um, and I've been trying to sell those Spartan blades for like four and a quarter, and they're in excellent condition. They're in really good condition, and I haven't been able to sell them. Although on the opposite end, I did have a Spartan Blades Plus, the button lock folder, and that thing was in mint brand new condition. I didn't even own it for very long, but yeah, it was a few years ago during the cough when I needed the money, and it took me like, man, less maybe a day or two to sell it, and it was really close to what I paid for it. I think I paid like 290 for it, and ended up getting like 265 or whatever. So yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I think definitely the folders move a lot quicker than the fixed blades do. Um, but yeah, Robert, the cut on the first part of what you were saying, yeah, passing stuff down to your kids, like that's like heirloom quality stuff. That's a perk to like Phobos knives and Spartan blades and the higher end knives is, yeah, they're definitely heirloom quality, like hard use as well as heirloom quality. And yeah, when our time here is done, it'd be nice to pass on some of the kit. Yeah, everybody knows what a gear geek I am, so they'll expect some decent stuff or something. It'll be nice to pass it along though, for sure. Hopefully that's not for quite a few more years, for all of us, hopefully we're around and kicking and, having a healthy, happy, jolly life here in the good old USA. Except for maybe not if you live in New York City or Dearborn, Michigan, or California or Minneapolis. Oh, you get what I'm saying, guys. For the free world portion of the U.S., while it still exists. Yeah, Chaos, I'll show you what's been going on here in a couple of seconds. Yeah, James remembers. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it is awesome seeing you guys. Yeah, I'm loving the channel more and more. The channel's building slowly but surely, which is good. It's a good thing, man. I'm glad it didn't. Some of those channels that they go viral and they get massive amount of subscribers overnight, then they just don't know how to deal with it. And being the big tech tard that I am, yeah, it's probably better that the channel grows at a moderate pace. It's been comfortable. It's been awesome. We're still winning, man. 90% of channels will never see 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, we're over 5,600 now, coming up on 5,700. So it is awesome. Yeah, Gear Geeks. Yeah, Justin Ronan knows what's going on. How you doing, my man? Yeah, it's all about geeking out on gear. That's the most important thing. For me, at least, it's been a lifestyle. Obviously, most of I was a parachute rigger. So, yeah, gear is kind of my life. In rock climbing and whitewater kayaking, I've always been like, if you can lose your life doing something that you're doing, increase your chances by only getting quality gear. Like, I would cringe when somebody would come into the parachute rigging loft and say, "Hey, Rigger Tom, what up, man? I want to buy a new rig, but can you get me a deal? Like, I want a whole rig, but I only want to spend like $1,000." It's like, nah, dude. Like, there's no point in jumping gutter gear if your life depends on it. Same thing like scuba diving, man. Don't buy like some worn out, used garbage gutter gear. Like, buy the best gear you can buy, and buy a backup. Definitely two is one, one is none in that game. Have a spare air, have a pony tank on there. Do something. Um, what do you think is going to happen with New York? I think New York is going to have a rude awakening. I think that people, it's already happening. There's already voter regret like everywhere. Everybody's already, like, holy crap, like New York's falling apart. Like, how did this happen? And it's just a lot of it's the division. A lot of it, like we talked about it in this early morning live this morning. They're dividing everybody left, right, and the real problem isn't left or right. That's not the problem. It's up or down. It's the 1% that wants to run the other 99% of people. It's the bullshit politicians that are lying their asses off to get voted in, and as soon as they get voted in, all they care about is insider trading, hooking up their billionaire buddies. If they're not a billionaire, they're just concerned with becoming a billionaire. How is it you can go like Ilhan Omar, when she started politics in 2020, she was worth $25,000. In 2024, she was worth $30 million off of like $180,000 a year salary. That's just bunk. Yeah, they're all just they're just money laundering our tax money. We'll send $40 billion to Argentina, $300 billion to Israel, hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine, and they're all getting kickbacks. It's all it's a silly game. Like George Carlin said, it's one big party, and you're not a part of it. One big club, and we're just not a part of it. Well, if you're from New York, Florida is full. Yeah, Florida's already telling everybody they're full. Florida and Texas, if you're from New York City, they want to charge you like some like 100% tariff if you try getting into the country. It's absolutely insane. It makes sense though, man, because that's the problem is they destroy whatever wherever it is they start. The California people did this. With Governor Newscomb and all their laws and everything. When California got too scummy to live in, they started moving other places. The problem is they're still voting for the same people. They're still making the same laws. They're still pushing the same agenda. It's kind of like when third worlders come here for a better life and they bring their third world culture with them. It's extremely counterproductive. It doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense, right, guys? So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to predict exactly what's going to happen in New York City, but we're going to get some popcorn and watch the show. Like at this point, the way I see it is the guy ran off of, free buses, government-run grocery stores, so you would save money off of that. He just free daycare, free healthcare, whatever, free, 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 free. The problem is somebody's got to pay for it. Yeah, yeah, and all those people they should have a tariff on all the New York City people that want to travel. I don't even think they should let them out. I think they should take the complete voters list and everybody that voted for Mindani. Yeah, they should put ankle monitors on them and don't let them leave the city. Like just like Idiocracy, it was a comedy but became a documentary. I think the same thing should happen with Escape from New York at this point. If you voted for that trash, you should stay there and suffer the consequences. I gotta make a run down to SC when I get some vacation days. Need to see if we can link and do some plinking or something. Yeah, 200% tax for New Yorkers, Chaos is saying. Yeah, it does not. Oh, I'm waiting for New York to go way under. Yeah, I think, like I said, man, we're all just gonna pop some popcorn and kick back and watch the shit show. It's gonna show not just that democratic socialists are actually communists, but it's also gonna show you've already started seeing a lot more of Islam, the Islamic takeover. The Muslims doing a show of power in the streets of New York already with their call to prayer. It's if you want to know what New York City is going to look like in 3 to 6 months, check out London, check out Paris, France. Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to look like, probably in 3 to 6 months or less. Yeah, it's a sad sight to see, but maybe it's a hard lesson learned. All these liberal, over sympathizers and stuff like that, they're going to get a rude awakening. And I'm still waiting for the feminists to come out. Where are they at? Like all the feminists that, women are equal and all this and that. Do that with an Islamic country. Do that with the Muslims. Like where are they at? Like the Muslims, you're not allowed to, you got to stay covered up. You're not allowed to go out without permission. You have to go out with an escort. If you don't have an escort, you have to be carrying written permission from your husband and stuff like that. Where the feminists complaining about that one, and all the queers for Palestine. Can't wait to see that. That is going to be something extra special. Yeah, it's a complete carnival of carnage. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Canada. I'm not sure if you've seen any Middle Eastern countries or anything, but yeah, a lot of the stuff that goes on here, they're not going to be accepted at all. And I said the wrong thing again. YouTube just stopped putting out the video. We went from like 20 people down to 4 viewers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, check your privilege. Yeah, it's all firing back on them, and there's some people that are making some headway in everything that's going on. Yeah, there has been a lot of talk. I'm trying to keep up with it. It's definitely difficult. Uh, yeah, when you're a one man show trying to cover a few different fronts, I've put a lot of hours into it over the past couple weeks, paying attention to what's going on. because things have gotten out of control. We've talked about the Ilhan Omar thing, the Dearborn, Michigan thing. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I've got to get like StreamYard or something like that, or some real editing program, and start doing some real videos. I can show you guys the clips of the Muslims just straight up telling us they're saying the quiet part out loud. They're not here to assimilate. They're here to like overtake everything. Yeah, I don't trust anybody that doesn't eat bacon. Yeah, that should be the rule of thumb. That'll be the test. Like, yeah, carry around a couple pieces of bacon in a Ziploc, bust it out, and you'll find out who your friends are. Yeah, see that, and that's one of the problems I have with them is they don't want to just like that's the whole thing. The Catholics, the Christians, stuff like that. They'll offer, they'll talk to you, and if you're just not interested, they leave you alone. They don't push it, and it's whatever. You just keep moving on down the road. They don't try to push anything. It's not a big public event either. They have their churches and everything, but the Muslims are trying to take over. Like they push their religion. They go around the local store saying you shouldn't sell bacon, you shouldn't sell scratch tickets, no gambling. It's all what do they call it? Hurrah, hurrah, Habib, Habab, whatever. Man, they got a name for it where it's supposed to be bad. Yeah, it's either complete insanity or just complete stupidity. Probably a combination of the both. Telly Savalas, how you doing? So fucking retarded. Yeah, Aloha Snack or Allen's. I thought it was Allen's Snack Bar. Like I thought it was like a popular Middle Eastern place, like McDonald's or Burger King. Allen's Snack Bar, right? Telly, how are you doing this fine evening? Welcome to the chat. Hello, hello. Sharp Life. That's definitely I like that screen name, man. Yeah, that's the whole knife life, sharp life. Yeah, keep it sharp, keep it stropped. Stay safe, stay stropped, right? That should be a sticker there, right? For the knife community, for the knife loving people. Yeah, stay safe. Well, they always say it like a safe knife is a sharp knife. So yeah, stay safe, stay stropped. Who loves you, baby? Mrs. Bushcraft loves me. She does really, and yeah, I think Chaos loves me. James M. most definitely. And Mylar Mix says, Durka Durka Muhammad Jihad. I was sharpening something like that. It's going to be first time for me. Yeah, no bacon, no whiskey makes Chaos a dangerous man. Exactly, yeah. So, yeah, going around pushing your stuff on the general public, and that's the way they are. I had it happen to me down in Florida. I've already told the story, but yeah, I had to share staff housing with somebody who happened to be a Muslim. And the first thing he did when he came in there is he was going through the fridge and stuff like that, like where can he put his stuff? And he started complaining, like, you can't have pork products, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't have alcohol. Like, dude, this is a drop zone, man. Yeah, I got a couple bottles of alcohol kicking around, a package of bacon, some pork ribs we were fixing to throw on the smoker and stuff. But yeah, you're not moving into this house telling me I can't do that stuff. Like, welcome to America, dude. Not happening. Um, yeah, Sharp Life. Yeah, we'll unsheath everything. We'll do that real quickly. We'll give a quick shout out to each one of them. This is my custom Tier 1C and CPM 3V, 12 and a quarter inches overall. It's got a 0.25 inch spine, so it's a beefy thing. I'd call it a light chopper. It's an effective chopper. I wouldn't, not a full blown chopper, but it'll do some chopping. It's got the ferrocium rod notch on the back of the blade there, Persian swedge into the design. Adds some strength to the blade and everything. Black G10 liners with natural micarta scales. Which way is the good? We'll put it this way. Tip up. Yeah, tip up is best, right, guys? Is that fitting in the frame? Everybody see that? Yeah, we'll definitely take we'll take all the major stuff out. Next, yeah, I'll say the Tier 1 BC. This is the Tier 1 BC in Magna Cut PVD finish. Red G10 liners with black Micarta scales. Has a bow drill divot there. Full tang. Everything here is full tang, like full tang, with a little bit of an attitude adjuster sticking out the bottom there. You know, coconut density tester, because you never know when you're going to need to test the density of a coconut, right, or a skull. But yeah, totally different things. This one also has the ferrocium rod notch right here, and that the ferrocium rod notch increases the amount of contact surface area on the ferro rod, and definitely turns it into a flamethrower for sure. That is the Tier 1 BC. I think next we'll go like biggest to smallest. How's that, guys? The next one, this is the Allaris in CPM 3V. It also has a bow drill divot on the scales there. Yeah, this is the stone wash with black G10 liners, ivory micarta scales on there. Bling bling. I think that it's kind of prettier out of the sheaths, isn't it? What do you guys think? But the sheaths are nice too. The leather, the piggyback setups, man, you've got to love that. That is, yeah, we'll just take out one of the Calculas. Maybe we'll do both. The next up is the Calcula. This is S35 VN steel PVD coated. Red G10 liners with carbon fiber scales. And I did say it's a CPM S35 VN steel, right? That is that. Here's another Calcula. The only difference being is this is the stone wash instead of the PVD. Once again, red G10 liners, but double black micarta scales on this one. 2 is 1, 1 is none, man. This is the knife I was like, oh, I gotta get that. I gotta get that for like a year, and then like within a couple months, I had both. It's like life doesn't get much better than that, does it? Telly, nice. Yeah, good steel. How hard that by Rockwell. Sharp Life, which one? The Magna Cut, I think, is like 63 or 64 HRC. A couple of them I'd have to look up. I think you can buy, yeah, you can buy pills for tip down. I thought you bought pills for tip up. I'm not. I think that's backwards. Red Lightning. No, I do not have a butterfly knife. No Balisong knives for me. I owned a couple like way back in the days, like in high school, like 30 years, 35 years ago. But yeah, just something I never really got into. Same thing with OTFs. I'm just never in need of a knife that quick or whatever. Yeah, more moving parts, the more stuff will break. So, yeah, Telly, the Allaris in CPM 3V, yeah, that's a bomber knife for sure. Yeah, the next one down the row is going to be the Tier 1 Mini in CPM 154 CM. This is a PVD coated. It also comes in stonewash. We've got orange G10 liners on here with OD micarta scales. It's got about a 4.5, 4-inch cutting edge on it. Once again, the Persian swedge on here to add some strength to the blade. Yo, with a knife. Bradley the Big, it's a knife. Thanks, Captain Obvious, for pointing out the obvious. You're absolutely right, man. It's a plethora of knives. It's a cornucopia of knives. It is the collection to end all collections. How's that? Yeah. I can't poke too much fun. My AFCK is tipped down, and it's a regular carry. Bradley the Big, there's nothing worse than a beggar, man. Like, you don't even know me. Like, becomes friends with me. Like, buy me a burger or something, you know? Like, run your fingers through my hair and then ask me for something. It's kind of weird. You just showed up out of nowhere. Can I have it? Can I have it? Manners is a little something we all could work on, right? Yeah, very disturbing knife. Um, Daddy knows what Daddy likes. James M., you have been missed, man. You have always got the. You've definitely got some choice comment. A lot of you guys do, man. I love a lot of you guys. You're just a lot of fun. Um, and this is how we get ourselves in trouble. Because this one time at skydive camp, no kidding. Um, we've got some more skydive camp stories coming up eventually, guys. The next knife is the wow. Once more in England, guys, is the Tier 1 Mini, which is the little brother to the Tier 1 Mini. Makes sense, right? It's the reason why the Tier 1 Mini came into existence is because this is a 4-inch blade on it. Some states only allow up to 3.5-inch, and some people brought that to Eric Hansen's attention. So he's like, well, I'll make another one in 3.5-inch. So he did change it up a little bit, though. For the most part, it's the same knife, minus a 1/2 inch of cutting edge. He came out with a slightly narrower profile and skeletonized scales for the Tier 1 Mini, and the attitude adjuster at the bottom. On the left here, you can see it's just a little bit smaller, but still effective if you had to, thumpity thump. Yeah. So, and we got these kind of like as a pair, both with orange G10 liners and OD green micarta scales. Sweet deal. That's pretty much my Phobos knives lineup. Minus the, this is the older one, like I said, back in 2019. This is the Tier 1 Mini Gen 2 versus this is the Tier 1 Mini Gen 3. So you can see it wasn't just a couple of minor changes. He made some a few upgrades to it here and there compared to the old one. Sharp Life, thumbs up for 10 joules. Thank you very much, Sharp Life. We definitely appreciate you, man. It's a flock of knives whose best friend is a butterfly and a mother is a goose. Mylar Mick, you're absolutely right. Yeah, the knives are free. The shipping on them will be $500. Bradley the biggest knife that I have is the Tier 1 C on the far right here. We literally did these smallest to biggest. Yeah, this is the biggest knife that I have right here, is the Tier 1 C. This is 12 1/4 overall. So make sure we got it lined up with the camera good. 0.25-inch spine. So it's a beefy tool. But yeah, this is the biggest knife that I currently own. I don't think I've ever owned anything bigger. I think before I get into a bigger knife, that's when I bust out a hatchet or a saw or some stuff like that, right? Makes sense? I never got into those real big Bowie type knives or the big choppers or anything. Because if I'm going to do some chopping, I grew up in the Northeast, spent a lot of time in the Northeast, so I tend to go after an axe. Yeah, if I were down south, yeah, maybe a machete or something. But as far as a knife goes, I think that, yeah, I actually, my personal preference is in this size range. This is about 11 1/4 overall Magna Cut. It's a lighter knife. Yeah, I tend to use knives for doing knife things, and yeah, hatchets for doing choppy things, and saws for doing sawing things. It tends to work out, the right tool for the job kind of thing. It is good if you know how to use your knife for multiple other things, but not necessary, really. Andrew, thanks. Yeah, it's a gorgeous lineup, man, and we're gonna do some further work on it down the road. I've got some plans. Eventually, we're gonna have Burkle Cerakote do some work for us. We're gonna do some modding on that. I might get some custom scales made and stuff. I haven't decided. I still got to dye the scales on the Allaris. But a lot of people seem to enjoy the ivory white. So I'm like, well, I can that's something you can get. If I dye it and it's custom, and then I'm not really, you guys know what I'm saying. 3 and 4. These are about, oh man, I want to say like 260 to 290-ish, depending on options, in that price range. Like I think, like the PVD coating versus the stonewash is like $10 or $20 difference. And then the next major difference is going to be whether I think G10 and Micarta scales are in the same price range. If you go for the carbon fiber is a bit more. So yeah, somewhere's 270, 290 ish, something like that is the current MSRP on these, I believe. Like, yeah, I think last time I looked, the tier one BCs are sold out. This is probably like it's definitely my favorite, and a lot of people love this. I think it's currently sold out. I'm hoping to get some more in for the holidays. I gotta get around to reaching out and at least send him a text or an email or something. Give him a phone call and see if he's got anything planned for the upcoming holidays. Last year he had a banger of a sale at Phobos Knives, so I'm kind of hoping maybe something similar this year. I don't know. We'll see. I know everybody's taking a hit to the wallet, so. Yeah, James, I definitely agree. And it's as far as knife maker goes, Eric Hansen is an exceptionally good knife maker, and his designs come from decades of experience. For those of you that don't know, Eric Hansen is a veteran of the U.S. Army for 22 years. He was an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. He's got a lot of other outdoor life on top of it. I'm pretty sure post active duty with the Army, he spent a few years with some different alphabet organizations, um, doing like some high end personal security and stuff like that. So he's got a lot of experience. So it's not like he's not just a knife designer that likes to design knives. He's a knife designer with a lifetime of experience that goes into it. And everybody knows that they train Green Berets, to live off the land. They're kind of like kings of the bushcraft. They definitely fine tune their trade. So yeah, there's a lot of experience that goes into his designs. Yeah, Sharp Life. Yeah. Hey man, everybody's got to get themselves a good present. I definitely agree, man. And that way, there, no matter what, you're getting at least one thing you wanted. I agree with you, Sharp Life. I paid over that for my OKC, but really need to get one of those Phobos. Yeah, you do, James, for sure, man. I'm not a huge ivory, lighter colors guy. Yeah, James, same thing. I'm not. I'm more into like earth tones. Earth tones are my thing. Like greens, tans, browns, stuff like that. Adam Hayes, welcome to the chat, channel member for quite some time now. How you doing, my man? It's always a pleasure to see you, and welcome, welcome, welcome. How was your week, Adam? Matab curd. All from Iran, huh? Super Pimp Deluxe. Do you like Winkler knives? I do like Winkler knives. Yeah, he's been around for quite a while. He's got some great designs out there as well. I've seen a few, but I've never owned one personally. Yo, Bushcraft, I make mud home in the woods. Yeah, good for you, Bradley. Man, I mean that's some people still live like that, depending on what part of the world you're in. But yeah, you might wanna try some sticks and twigs and stuff. Throw some leaves on there instead of just living in a mud hut. Yeah, they call that a clot, Bradley. Thanks for the chat. Have a good one. All right, man. Hey, thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about you there, guy. So, yeah. Anybody got anything exciting going on? Anything planned for this weekend or something like that? Yeah, there we go. Bradley the Big, man. I'm getting really good at hunting out the trolls. Bradley the Big, man. Yeah, Bradley has officially been a member of YouTube since November 5th, 2025. Hey, if you guys think all my regular guys, all the regular people up in here, if you think that Bradley the Big, who's had his YouTube account since November 5th, 20 to 25, is if he's a troll, let me know. Let me know what you think. And if you do think he's a troll, please advise one of your friendly moderators to connect boot to ass. I have no problems getting rid of him. I knew you were squirrely, dude. You're trying to play the edgy little troll thing. But yeah, your account's November 5th of 2025. I'm thinking you're a troll. Yep. And oh yeah, you got to come up with some new lines there, Mr. Troll. In fact, I'm pretty sure you've been here before. Different screen name, different attitude, all that other stuff. But yeah, the same stuff you started off with. Give me something for nothing. And yeah, I'm gonna call troll there on Bradley the Big. I keep reading about rammed earth construction, underground construction reduces cost by 95%. Yeah, Irish John's voting. Yeah, Bradley the Big is a troll. Chaos Theory. I got myself 700 rounds of ammo and 3 AR mags for my birthday. Yeah. Oh, that stuff is interesting, Adam. Yeah, the I think I know what you're talking about. Um, yeah, I mean, you think these trolls would get better at this, but they're really not. Yeah, go back to do a little training or something, dude. Why do I? Because, dude, this ain't my first rodeo there, McFly. So, yep, booted for good. See, you wouldn't want to be trolling. Keep those trolls a trolling. Full ejection. Yeah, let's set an airspeed record. Man, I think oh my fastest speed is like 240, 247 outside the plane. I've been faster in aircraft, but outside the plane it's like 247 or something in that area. Yeah, we're not when it comes to trolls, we just connect boot to ass. I don't play their games anymore. And I know it's the repetitive ones. It's usually when they start off like, "Can you send me that for free?" And they kind of put you in a pickle because, oh yeah, sure, I'll just send you, a couple $100 knife, no problem. Or they're trying to make you look like a jerk and be like, "Dude, you just showed up here begging, like, buy me a sandwich, run your fingers through my hair, rub my leg a little, and maybe then ask for something." But damn, dude, like, have some pride, just a little bit. Yeah, don't let the laces burn you on the rear with the air friction. Out of here, yeah. We just get rid of them now. Connect boot to ass. We're trying to have a friendly little social, and but that's a weaponized, organized trolling that they do. They come in here, try to diminish your chat, get you sidetracked, all that other stuff, and then yeah, it's what trolls do, man. That's why we got the troll hunting club patches. Yeah, we still got a few sets of those, like 18 sets or something. Um, Homie and I went half and half, 250 pounds of lead. A lot of brass going to get filled for the next few seasons. Yeah, exactly, Chaos. Yeah, don't let the door hit you where the sun don't shine. Troll, derail, and gaslight. Yeah. Yes. Oh, what was that thing that they've been Oh yeah, I can't even remember now. I mean, I've been trying to like absorb so much information. I think I'm getting brain rot. I think that's their goal. Just flood society with so much information. People aren't can't even like make conscious decisions anymore. Like it is. Wow, it's rough. Cannon still hasn't stopped his first troll yet. What? Oh, Cannon hasn't gotten a troll yet? How is that even possible? Cannon, make sure you're here on Sunday mornings, man. We've been getting trolled hard Sunday mornings. Like, I think, I think B&A broke a record or something. He must have gotten like 20, 25 trolls in one morning. Like, he was shooting trolls like fish in a barrel kind of thing, you know? Mama said something about trolls. Stupid is as stupid does. Yeah, Neil, you're absolutely right. Maddie, I'm an American. Straight up American. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that divide and conquer left versus right anymore. I'm an American, man. We got other issues to deal with. America needs to unite, man, and put aside these people like little, the stuff that the politicians got us fighting over. You know, like, hey, what gender can you be? Any gender you want to be. There's 978 genders. Yeah, and all this other stuff. They just got everybody fighting over everything. Left versus right, black versus white, Republican versus conservative, this and that, the whole nine yards. If we just settle down and become Americans and realize that they're just toying with us all the time, and there's bigger threats to America than the things that they got us, debating, arguing over, whatever. Did you vote for Trump? In my real question, Maddie, did you? Did you? That's kind of a personal question, don't you think? And the truth is, I don't vote for any of these idiots. I really don't. I just, kind of like bread and circus. Yeah, that's about it. Maddie Bassett. Let's find out, because you're kind of asking a little odd questions. December 21st, 22 could be legit. We'll let it roll. Yeah, is there an American flag patch? That's an American flag patch. Like I said, I'm an American. I'm an American. I support American values. I support our veterans. I support our active duty guys, even though they get tossed around all over the country to defend the good old land of the tiny hat people. Yeah. Yeah, Omega Heater. I have moderators, dude. James M. Chaos Theory, Brand New American. We got a few others that aren't here at the moment. But we got a moderator. You need a moderator to make sure you are American. That doesn't make any sense, dude. I need a moderator to make sure that I'm American. Vermin Supreme meme in 2025. What a blessing. Yeah, they never preface it with, may I ask you a personal question? Yeah, no, they're blunt, short, sweet, to the point. I kind of respect that, but at the same time, they got to respect the rebuttal. Because sometimes just none of your business, and sometimes I just don't give a shit. But if you hang around long enough, I'm one of those dudes. You either love me or hate me. Most people, they're a little bit indifferent in the beginning, but once they get to know me, they'll realize that I'm like a really good friend. I don't care for a lot, but what I care for a lot. But, say, can you see? Yeah, exactly. Do I have a 40-ounce water bottle? I got a whole bunch of 32-ounce water bottles. I got a 16.9-ounce Grail. I got a couple of Nalgene's kicking around. I got a couple of Katahdin water bottles, which is kind of same thing as a Nalgene. Katina Bloods. Are you the one that asked me all the goofy questions? Like, do you have a butter knife? Do you have nail clippers? All that good stuff. Katina Bloodsoe. Yeah, not too much on you either, but no, I don't have a specific 40-ounce water bottle. I got like a 24-ounce Camelback insulated bottle on the mountain bike. But yeah, do you have a 32-ounce water bottle? 40 ounce is kind of weird. Who has a 40-ounce water bottle? Is that just something I don't know about? It's usually like 32 or 48 ounces. We're like around the 1,000 milliliter, 1 liter, 1.5 liter type thing is the average. Half liter at 16 ounce. Yeah, yeah. And what if I did? Good thinking there, BNA. What if I did? Yeah, KB is a troll. Who? We'll vote on it, man, because this is a yeah. Well, guys, this is a constitutional republic, so all the channel members, all the regulars, we all know who you are. You guys can vote on it, and then is Cannon still here? We're gonna let Cannon though. Cannon gets a connect boot to because he hasn't done it yet. I've known exactly one bloodsoe in my life, and Katina is so rare on its own. Let me do it. I need this. All right. Well, Cannon didn't step up. James M, go for it, man. Like, show us your skills, dude. But Cannon might have dozed off, man. He's been working real hard. You know how it is, James. I mean, a lot of these guys, everybody works hard. So yeah, the Friday night ones, it happens, man. I'm falling asleep at lives. It happens. Right on. James M got the Katina. Yeah, I'm sure they'll start coming in. They'll start recruiting their friends. You guys know how the troll system works. Once they find a live, then they start inviting all their little friends, and they're like, "Oh, we're so witty, we're so smart." It's priceless. That's wow, that monster drink is delicious. I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of like those childhood sweet tarts. Remember those little clear wrapper, all the little candies in there? For some reason, Monster Energy drinks remind me of that. No, these are all fixed blade knives that you see out here right now. 100% fixed blades for sure. Put that in your pockets. Um, yeah, they're sweeter than they have right to be. I've been like, yeah, Adam, that's weird, man. I'm not a fan of Red Bull. If I've been given dozens of cases from Red Bull, and I gave them all away. In fact, sometimes I was kind of like cheesy about it. I'd be like, hey, man, I'll trade you a 6 pack of Red Bull for like 2 monster drinks. Yeah, when I used to work in skydiving, specifically in wingsuiting, we did all the wingsuits for all the Red Bull guys. I've worked with all of them. Jeb Corliss, Luigi Canny, Ty Weiss, Brian Caldwell, Justin Shorb. Yeah, I've built wingsuits for everybody out there. At least back in the day when not in the last few years. But anyhow, I digress. So what we'd build the wingsuits and do the embroidery on the leg wing and all that other stuff. The embroidery, the Red Bull logo on the leg wing of a wingsuit takes 33 hours of the embroidery machine running nonstop. That's how much embroidery there is in that leg wing there for the Red Bull logo. But anyhow, they would come in to pick up their wingsuits, and they'd always like come in with a dolly and a bunch like stacked to the top with cases of Red Bull, and thanks for hooking us up, and they'd drop them in the corner of the office next to the fridge. And I didn't like them. So they would just sit there, and yeah, I would eventually like, hey, I'll trade you something for a case of Red Bull, or just like, hey man, have some Red Bulls. The fridge was always fully stocked. That's cool. I watch Red Bull sports shorts all the time. Yeah, man, I used to be pretty actively involved with that stuff. That and have you guys heard of the energy drink called Go Fast? It's mostly like a West Coast thing. But yeah, I used to do some of their stuff as well. And in fact, I gotta find my jersey, man. I've got like an exclusive, like athlete sponsored only jerseys from Go Fast. Dude, it's sweet. Totally matched my mountain bike, so very important. Oh yeah, James. Mylar Mick is Irish John, Irish John, our friend Irish John from Ireland. He's very Irish. We love Irish John, dude. Yeah, man. James Mylar is yeah. Um, yeah, the Red Bull shorts are all the time. I like the downhill mountain biking ones the best. I'm kind of like a intermediate downhill mountain biker. Like I can do some of the stupid stuff, but yeah, I practiced the really hard parts on the trail a few times. I'll break it down into sections and work each section and then come back before, yeah, like I'll work the trail for 2 days. Not like the Red Bull sponsor, those downhill guys, man, they just like they look at it and like, all right, send it. And yeah, they who is it? Kevin McCall. Yeah, and his brother there. Oh, what's his name? Yeah, all those dudes, man. Those I don't know who's riding for him nowadays, but I used to know some of the guys. Ever made a Buzz Lightyear wingsuit? That would be hilarious. No, Pat. Oh my God. I wish you and I talked back then. No, I've never made a Buzz Lightyear one. Who's that other dude though? We made some like Iron Man stuff. Yeah, well, there's been some different plays on some of that stuff. John, I'm surprised you didn't change your name to the Bad Mick. The well is full. Body's not water. Yeah, he changed it to Mylar Mick. Yeah, Irish John has been having a great time experimenting and using space blankets, Mylar blankets. And yeah, they're like if you haven't given them a try just for the fun of it, there is a bit of learning curve to some of it. Like don't wrap yourself up too much like directly around your sleeping bag and stuff because they're non-breathable. Like no condensation is going to make it outside of it. So yeah, you got to ventilate every once in a while. Otherwise, you wake up and everything is just yeah. There's like condensation dripping down the inside of the Mylar and all that. But yeah, you can just take a fold or two of Mylar, throw it on the ground. It'll insulate your butt. You know, if you're out sitting down doing something. But yeah, definitely good times were had by all. Yeah, what else have we got going on, guys? Oh, Mrs. Bushcraft didn't know either. Um, yeah, honey, I thought I told you about that. Yeah, Irish John's been yeah, he switched his name to Mylar Mick. Yeah, Mylar Dutch ovens are next level. Yeah, that is a nuclear grade Dutch oven. Not some serious NBC going on there. Yeah, I think I was putting stuff away, messing around earlier. I think I misplaced something. That's not good at all. Yeah, exactly. When do I listen to you? You guys know it's an honest thing. So, but yeah, she doesn't listen to me. But I guarantee you, if I said, "Hey, I'm gonna spend $600 on a knife," she'd hear that and be like, What?" Chaos, one part Mad Mink and one part Mylar blanket. Lucas, hello, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? How's your day going? Mylar Dutch ovens. B&A, what possessed you to think of that? That is priceless. Might have to throw a Mylar blanket over the bed pretty soon. Miss Bushcraft gets out of line. Well, I did a yeah, guys. Hey, speaking of conversations about farting in Dutch ovens, last Sunday we were talking about that because there was a video that I watched. It's like how married couples sleep, how married couples really sleep together or anything. I went back, I found that short, and I put it what's that called, a community post or whatever. You know, you connect a link, and it's supposed to go out to you guys, but I don't think YouTube really puts it out. I think like one person saw it, but yeah, if you check the community post tab, it'll be the most recent one. And yeah, it's worth the wash, especially if you're married, you know, been in a relationship for a while. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's the seasoning is real. And how do we survive it? It's everybody loves their own brand, right? Everybody knows like oh, what did I just walk into? This isn't normal. What could possibly go wrong? um James, that's just my phone. I can't figure out how to turn it off. Gosh, it's one part mad making, one part mylar blanket. That is priceless. What could possibly go wrong here, guys? Oh yeah, the other for those that haven't seen it, yeah, the non-knife. It's a non-beveled trainer. I forget what this is. It's made out of like a 117 stainless or something. I can't even remember. But yeah, this is a tier one mini trainer. So if you're learning, your flippy knife tricks. Oh yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft watched it. Yeah, that video was just wrong, but it was wrong, but it was 100% true. Like the stuff we got to deal with, you know. What could possibly go wrong? And this one time at skydive camp, no kidding. Oh, Mika, thanks, man. Yeah, it's yeah, these are all wow, making a mess here. It's got to be dress. We got to get this squared away. The CDO is not happy. Yeah, thank you very much, man. Yeah, we love it. This is my favorite knives of all time. So, yeah, my favorite brand. It's something I can stand behind. It's an honest, legit deal going on in this world right now. There's no BS behind Phobos knives, that's for sure. Prepared Medic 1604, how you doing? It's been a minute. Welcome to the chat. How have you been? It's awesome seeing you. We most definitely appreciate our medical personnel. Being a world-class idiot my entire life, I've become very fond of anybody that's qualified medics, EMTs, paramedics, and that includes EMT basic, intermediate, and advanced. Preferably with your intravenous infusion qualification as well, and whatever other qualifications you have are handy. Definitely appreciate med flights, all that stuff. But yeah, when you've been stupid your whole life, you get used to medics. So yeah, rock climbing, whitewater kayaking, skydiving, base jumping, and generally being stupid. Downhill mountain biking, cross country, as well as, spent my time on the road, but I found that crashing into a tree just isn't as bad as crashing on the pavement, sliding along and cheese grating for a quarter mile. Yes, I've had to lay face down on a gurney while a nurse is sitting there with tweezers picking little pieces of gravel out of the side of my hip and whatnot. So, Mylar Mick, what about the video I sent you about the Swedish invasion of the UK? Yeah, that man, I wish Sweden was invading the U.S. Yeah, Irish John, that one there was a winner for sure. Prepared Medic, how are you? I won't lie, guys. Sometimes Mission Bushcraft can overload my brain. So I'll say on Do a Live or call Chaos or John. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was doing good. Getting a new truck here soon. Nice. What do you? Don't go too new though. Don't get too much of a new truck. I heard they're having a lot of problems with those. But what kind of truck are you looking at? That's awesome. Yeah, back in the day when Mrs. Bushcraft and I first got together, they didn't let me outside the fence very often. I didn't talk to a lot of people outside of skydiving for quite a while. So I would get into a conversation with Mrs. Bushcraft, like just talking skydiving stuff. And after a while, she'd just get this glossy, glazed over look in her eyes. And I'd be like, you have no clue what I'm talking about, do you? She's like, no, but I'm trying. um, so yeah, I kind of started learning how to abridge stuff or just not get quite so technical because yeah, when it can be a lot to follow. Cybu5, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. Let's see what we got going here. Oh yeah, that's legit. Yeah, same thing. The kids too. They would I'd have a conversation with them, and after a while, they'd just be like, "You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?" They're like, "We haven't got a clue." I'm like, "Sorry." It was even worse. It'd come down to the drop zone and be watching something, and I'd start explaining it to them like, "This is how you do that," and then just, "Oh, it's I think it's more magical to watch." Listening to the explanation of how to do high performance landings just isn't as entertaining as it sounds. I love it. I know some people that do, but yeah, for the general public, it's too much information. Um, I gotta call it 0330 Rise. Gonna try and catch you again when I'm on afternoon or nights. Yeah, hey James. If not, man, that thing that you have in your that it's called a cell phone, dude. And if you go into your contacts, yeah, you can click the thing that looks like a phone receiver, and it'll start ringing. That's a phone call to me. It's a magical device, man. It took me a little while to get used to it too. I wish we could go back to phones that were connected to the wall, but it doesn't always work out that way. What the caper, the knife on top, this one right here, their prepared medic. This is the Tier 1 Mini Gen 2, which is the predecessor to, yeah, this is the Gen 2, the Tier 1 Mini Gen 2, and this is the Tier 1 Mini Gen 3. These are definitely, these haven't been available for a few years. You might find something on the secondary market, but I doubt it. But yeah, if this is what you're looking at, this would be, you can just get different scale options. He's got a bunch of different, options there. And this one is stonewash, so it's I mean not stonewash, acid wash. So it's kind of like a one-off. You can't really get that finish. But these come in PVD or satin finish, which are stonewash, which this would be stonewash PVD. Yeah, James, definitely thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out again. Good to know you're doing well, and you're still out there. But yeah, man, take care of business first. But yeah, we definitely enjoy having a conversation with you. We miss you being around, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon, brother. Want a set of crystal whiskey glasses from Crucible Steel? Nice. Had a meetup at my local knife shop tonight. Yeah, Pat, I remember you mentioning that. How did that go, man? Obviously, yeah, it went well. Yeah, you won some crystal whiskey glasses. And from Crucible Steel. That's awesome. Did it come in like a nice steel box or something? Or will Phobos ever do a tier 2 with a ferro rod notch? Do you know what? I'm not sure. But I think if you contacted them, they do custom stuff. They have a custom shop. So if you just wanted like a ferro rod notch added to it, I'm sure they could work something out with you. Yeah, just send them an email and ask them. They would, yeah, like I said, Eric Hansen, they do some custom stuff for sure. The majority of it though is typically for active duty military, but hey, you never know, depending on what's going on. I got lucky, you might get lucky. Anything is possible. Yeah, I think that's always the best part, BNA. Is yeah, when you go to a social thing like that, it's yeah, it's a majority for yeah, the meeting some good people is always the best part. Um, yeah, a lot of different events and stuff like that I went to. Yeah, like we used to have the PIA symposium, which is kind of like Blade Show for skydivers. But yeah, and usually the best part of the PIA symposium was just meeting some people with some off the chain ideas. Yeah, just meeting some good people that are having fun and enjoying what it is we do. That's by far, like, that's been the best thing to come out of this YouTube channel so far. Yeah, there's been some perks to it here or there, but the best part has been like getting to know people like you better. Like, I knew you before I started my channel and stuff. But yeah, getting to meet more people and new people, and it's been great. Some people have been following along for quite a while. Got to meet the owners of TRM, one of the favorite American knife makers. Yeah, aren't they, Pat? They're up here in the Northeast somewhere. I want to say like New Jersey or something, isn't it? If I'm not TRM, I might be wrong. Yeah, that cat's been horrible lately, by the way. Anybody that wants an update on that cat, still a little bastard. Absolutely annoying. He's got the most annoying little wah wah. And then for some reason, he was freaking out this morning, like sneezing or something, like he's got a booger sugar habit or something. I think he's, yeah, I think the cat's on the nose candy. I'm pretty sure of it. That's one very messed up cat. Crystal whiskey glasses, yeah, just add whiskey. Irish John, what's your favorite whiskey, man? Yeah, whiskey is definitely it's a sipping beverage for sure. I think so. Yeah, you either not a yeah, it's definitely a sipping drink. Yeah, Three Rivers, Massachusetts. That's what I thought. Yeah, I should get in touch with them. I've got to check out some of their stuff. Yeah, TRM. Yeah, just making a quick note. Yeah, who was it? Palmer Conley used to talk a lot about them. I think it was. I was nodding off, and I just laughed myself awake. For anyone who wanted an update on the cat, he's still a little bastard. Yeah, yeah, dropping truth bombs tonight, right at him. Patty, sweaty gamer. That's really kind of none of your business. Just random personal questions out of nowhere. Just you come across as a freak, dude. How about a hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, I'm new here. What's this all about? But you come in here and your first question is do you have any tattoos? Do you have any logic? That is, yeah, exactly. Brent Ferris, what's my favorite blade steel? Um, I would pick a CPM S35 VN because it's been a long-lasting, dependable steel that I have years of experience with. And I like it. It has like great edge retention compared to the crap knives I used to own. Yeah, so I would say my current favorite steel is CPM S35 VN. I'm definitely also a fan of CPM 3V Magna Cut for sure. But yeah, my go-to right now, if I had like absolute choice and everything, would be S35 VN steel. Number two would be Magna Cut. Don't let them fool you, Adam. They love my cat. Probably black and white. Um, wow, two today, Bushy, feeling okay? Yeah, LC, man, I'm doing awesome, man. I had a great time this morning. Yeah, we're yeah, Chad, welcome back again, man. Yeah. How are you doing? Yeah, I gotta up my game something fierce. I was trying to put together my own little YouTube schedule and stuff, but no, life has changed, and we must double, triple, quadruple our output. We gotta, maximum effort, as they like to say. So that's where we're going. Yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft has officially been put on medical leave, so she's going to be doing the workman's comp thing for a few weeks. So I'm going to try to compensate a little bit and try to crank out some YouTube action. But yeah, Elsie, awesome seeing you, man. How are you doing? How has life been treating you? Chad, how was your day, man? We were hanging out this morning. We're hanging out again tonight. How was your day, my man? um, but yeah, all is well. So yeah, we're making some adjustments. As life changes, you gotta adapt with it, improvise a little bit. Mama's baby, Papa's baby. No, yeah, that cat is definitely Mrs. Bushcraft's alone. Yeah, busy day, but good, man. That's good, Chad. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes a busy day is good. Just keeps us busy. Yeah. Hey, make a living, have some fun. Yeah, it's always better if it's a good time too. So, yeah, but that's that. What else have we got going on? So yeah, guys, if you haven't clicked the notification bell, definitely hit the notification bell because yeah, we're definitely doing our Friday nights at 8 p.m., Sunday mornings at 7 a.m. We've been starting those a bit early though. Yeah, if you guys are on the Instagram and you're hanging out Sunday morning, want to have coffee and a live, yeah, hit me up on Instagram. I'll start up a live. I'm gonna start setting them up on like Saturday nights. I'll definitely be doing some more lives during the week. They'll probably most likely be random. But most likely in the morning because we tried a midday one, like mid morning, like 10:30. Pat was here for that, and it just, man, yeah, those midday ones, you just attract all of the unemployed behavior. It was, well, there was a whole new level of trolls. Like the trolls were trolling. It was entertaining, but at the same time equally weird. There's a different kind of troll that happens during the day. I guess evening trolls are just like losers with jobs. The daytime trolls, they're a special kind of troll. That's like some serious unemployed behavior going on. But hey, it is what it is, right? Hey, if you're, play stupid games, play stupid, win stupid prizes. Yeah, if you're gonna go live on YouTube, you're gonna get trolled. Um, and it doesn't help much because I definitely pissed in somebody's Cheerios. So I get some exceptional trolling from time to time. Yeah, special kind of stupid, exactly, Cannon. Um, yeah, Adam, unemployed behavior is real. Like, I think it's an ongoing thing too. I think that some of these people have never been like gainfully or proper. Like, they might have had a job, but it was that like quiet quitting. They just showed up, punched in, stood around, hung out until somebody decided to fire them. They never really had any commitment to their occupation, to their job or something. And yeah, it's a whole special kind of stupid. It really is. Um, yeah, they don't know BCR stands for bankroll notes retrieval. Um, yeah, Cannon, we had a troll lined up for you earlier, man, to connect boot to ass, and you were AWOL, brother, or you were at least unaccounted for. Oh yeah, classic troll too. Like Prime Troll, like they their YouTube account opened like November 5th of 2025. They're in here, barking orders and being all trolly and stuff, trying to do the passive trolling, but it's like, Yeah, this ain't our first rodeo. We're getting pretty good at sniffing out the trolls. Asturo Chavez, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? It's another day in paradise. All right, Arturo, June 11th of 2025. Let's see if you can behave. Dave James, wow, yeah, it's around that, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's getting pretty close to that, Dave. Yeah, it's about 2K in knives right here. Yeah. Arturo Chavez, 100 for 2 jewels. Thanks for sending the gift there. We definitely appreciate it, brother. That was attending to my old pity she had. Oh, okay. Yeah. You hear that, can Mrs. Bushcraft cut you off? There'll be no more crayons for you. Which one do I use, man? Out of all, this is the one I've used the most. Since I've gotten these, they're not. It's not like I've had them for a long time. I've had them for like a year. Some of them, coming up on a year, like 10 months, whatever. But yeah, I use this one in the kitchen all the time, man. Slicing, dicing, julienne, cutting ribs, cutting whatever, cutting the cheese. Yeah, I've used this for everything in the kitchen. Um, yeah. And out of EDC, I pick one of these three. So whichever one I decide to go with. But yeah, and then I don't know, man. I've used the Tier 1 BC. This is one we use for all of our fire starters on the ferrocium rod. So yeah, I've started a few hundred fires with this knife already. Guaranteed. Yeah, I got it on video. Yo, I was born an hour ago. What's your favorite dagger knife? Yeah, newborn. Yeah. I clearly don't have a dagger, so I don't have a favorite dagger now, do I? I think the only dagger I've was back in the day. I had like a Gerber Mark II. But not a huge fan of daggers, man. Just yeah, it's daggers are kind of like a yeah they have an intended use. But yeah, my favorite knife. I don't know. It's hard to say. I got a bunch of favorites. Yeah, newborn Will. We kind of knew he was. That's creepy too. Yeah, hey, newborn Will joined November 7th of 2025, and the creepy dude has a baby picture for his avatar thing. What an idiot! Did Cannon get it? Oh, BNA got him. Well, good sniping there, BNA. We still appreciate you, but Cannon's gonna get upset if he doesn't get something. Like you know how Marines get. They want to break something, destroy something, hurt somebody's feelings, and if they don't, their day just is not complete. So we want to make sure that Cannon has a complete day. Um, did you can you scoot it up, Cannon? Or is it lagging? I think there's like a 15 or 20-second lag that YouTube has anyhow. Just in case you bring out the pew pew, they can terminate your live before. Um, no, or hey Pat, man, you still got shell shock from last week. It was last week, right? Like you got like 25, like yeah, was it? Yeah, you must have gotten like 25 or 30 trolls. Like seven of them, seven were like the same account. It was like 6, 7, 8 different accounts were the same dude. But yeah, PNA was yeah, you would have been better off with artillery and just launching 155s at the trolls. How's the cat's always? It's that damn cat. We just did a cat update. That bastard is, he's still here. He was freaking out this morning, though, like sneezing a lot and stuff. And then, yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft wasn't feeling quite right. And I'm like, well, it's probably your cat spreading the shitty kitty cooties. You probably caught the shitty kitty cooties from that cat. That cat is such a bastard. He does. He hates me from like the time I wake up from the time I go to bed. Such a nuisance. And he's like the annoying sibling, you know, that like provokes and antagonizes stuff, and then like, oh, it's his fault. Um, I don't know. Last week, they were deleting me and this week I'm delayed. Oh, is it really? Oh, your messages, Canon? I thought you were talking about the live itself. Oh yeah, see that is the honest answer there. Yeah, that cat is annoying. He's got it down. Like he doesn't annoy Mrs. Bushcraft very often, although sometimes he does. Mostly it's just me. He's got it out for me. It's a personal endeavor kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, Dave, I am paranoid about the cat. I'm expecting someday to wake up with some tiny little cat claw in my jugular. Like you should see the way the cat looks at me. It gives me that evil squinty eyed, like, you know, like 1970s Batman or something. You know, like the penguin would be like, meh, meh, meh. Cats aren't real. They're a government plant. Chaos, you're probably right, man. It's probably like so it's a GMO cat. It's been weaponized like Jason Bourne or something. I like 30. Mr. Bushcraft. See, she's gaslighting me now. She's trying to tell me I'm overreacting, and I know that cat is after me. Did you know that after you pass away, if nobody comes and takes you away to like where you're supposed to go, that if you have cats, they'll eat you? And I know that's what that cat's doing. He's waiting till something happens. I fall down, and you know I have a little accident, a little trip on the stairs, and then Mrs. Bushcraft is gonna get home, and the cat will have me half eaten. It's probably true. It's true. That's the way cats really are. Ancient Egypt worshipped cats as gods. Cats never forgot this. I've said that, Adam. In fact, dude, do some history checking, man. And there's actually, I think it was like the Ottomans or the Persians or somebody was attacking Egypt, and they knew about, you know, Egyptians were really weird, freaky deaky about their cats, like they worship them and stuff. So the attacking army put like a wall of cats in front of them, and the Egyptians refused to attack because they were afraid something would happen to the cats. And then so the attacking army like just it didn't work out good for the Egyptians. Most of them didn't make it through the day, and it's all because of the cats. And that I believe that's where the original feline infestation began. It was the Egyptians wrongfully worshiping the cats. I think we got it backwards because they keep finding like, you know, they'll find a burial spot for like some legendary Egyptian, and there'll be all kinds of cat jars around. Like there's mummified cats, like sometimes hundreds of them with this this legendary Egyptian guy, whatever he was, a pharaoh or something. And I think they got it backwards. See, there's a certain amount of like feline sympathizers out there, and they turn the story around. See, those weren't actually like cats that were meant to be worshipped. Those were his trophies. Like that's how many cats he hunted, and he was proud of it. So he had them, yeah, like just completely reverse it. Um, yeah, just because he has bigger hands than you. Yeah, Adam, that makes good sense. But it is, it's very true. Oh, I gotta turn the other light on. That's why we're having some lighting issues tonight. This is some um I think I got it on my dumbass stupid technology. Yeah, did you like fast forward it and get caught up? Was that it, Canon? Maybe like yeah, sometimes they do, they'll lag a little bit, and then you'll end up like I've caught myself like 5 minutes behind a live before and didn't know how it happened. Pharaoh's cat to death ratio. Exactly. Yeah, that's what it was, and it was misconstrued by the silly cat worshippers. You know, back during the Egyptian times, they probably had some crazy cat ladies too, and apparently it's been like deciphered improperly. Squat shot, what's happening, brother? How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Chad was up in here. I think CG Slings there. He was in here. Keith Nitz, what's happening, dude? How goes it? Yeah, it all makes sense now, man. Yeah, I'm here to clarify that. I'm gonna start the Great Rebellion against the feline infestation. Like society will never move forward with all these cats around. YouTube is not marine proof. That's a scary thought. Cannon, I don't think anything is marine proof. You guys are capable of breaking anything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Chaos will tell you. Nothing is marine proof. That's a I still remember that saying. If you absolutely positively need it destroyed overnight, call the USMC. Because yeah, and they're good at lifting heavy objects and carrying them too. But yeah, Squat Shot, how was your day, man? You just showed up in here. How you doing? Um, yeah, how's everything going in your world, brother? Oh, oh, merci beaucoup. Thanks. All right, guys, we're gonna get into this next week. Yeah, we're gonna do some tabletop changes for next week. We got some things going on. I'm not gonna show you now. Anticipation is always a good thing. But yeah, tis the season, boys. Aiden Herring, show me your best pocket knife. How about a please? How about a hey? Who the hell do you think you are? I have a feeling we're gonna. Yeah, hey, ready, Cannon? Cannon, fire mission, fire mission. Yeah. Yeah, fire for effect on, sir, I think I'm in charge, but I'm not, because, yeah, dude, you're not going to win this round. Get him, Cannon, do you know what you're doing? Are you with the chat still? There we go. See, absolutely. Now, if I told him, hey, could you download me a picture or something, that would have taken half a day. But hey, go destroy that. And look, man, he figured that out in like 0.2 seconds, record time. I actually think he figured it out quicker than I did. uh, Daniel, my knife brand is Phobos, for operators by operators. Is what you're looking at here. And for operators by operators, Phobos knife is owned by Eric Hansen. He's a 22-year retired veteran of the U.S. Army. He was a 18 Delta Special Forces medic. He's been retired for a few years now. But yeah, and on top of all the other outdoor life he has, on top of 22 years with Special Forces, he's a knife designer and owner of Phobos Knives. Oh, I've seen these awesome. I'll have to grab some. Yeah, man, they're great knives. Yeah, it's also Phobos Knives is a disabled veteran-owned company, so yeah, you're getting some high quality. Like yeah, whatever knife you get is high quality. And you're also supporting a U.S. business and a veteran-owned U.S. business. So it's like a hat trick of wins. You can't go wrong with that. But yeah, they're great knives. You can check them out, whatever he's got currently in his inventory at phobosKnives.com. FOBOS.com. Phobos Knives. Great stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. It also comes with a lifetime transferable guarantee. So if for some reason you end up with a couple knives and you want to pass one on to a friend or family, next to kin, whatever, the warranty goes with the knife. He doesn't just he doesn't warranty the person; he warranties his knife. So yeah, food for thought. So yeah, outstanding stuff. He stands behind his work 110%. Yup, yup. So what else have we got going on, guys? So yeah, you guys got anything planned for the weekend at all? Anybody doing any hiking, biking, going out for a walk, little last minute fishing? Yeah, anybody got anything planned for the weekend? Oh yeah, yeah. Tis the season for Christmas movies already. Oh my God. Yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft, she gets in the holly jolly spirit and she starts binge watching Christmas specials like November 1st. Yeah, like I think she actually pre-games it. She might actually watch a little bit behind my back during October. But yeah, she binge watches Christmas shows like it's her job. And some of them, it's not the classics, just the classics and stuff. I understand that, like A Christmas Story or Frosty the Snowman or something. No, she watches that Hallmark crap. I mean, Hallmark stuff. The Hallmark, what's that other channel there? I don't even know what it's called, but yeah, some of the stuff she watches, I don't know, guys. So maybe that's why there'll be a lot more lives this winter because I can't watch Christmas specials if I'm doing lives now, can I? Adam Hayes winging it, maybe going to the National Botanical Gardens. Nice, Adam. That sounds interesting. How many cans of Monster were harmed in the making of tonight's live? Irish John, we're still on our first one, man. We've just got one going. Still got about half, more than half, 2/3. Yeah, we're working it. We're nursing it though. Moderation, everything, casually consuming the energy drink. Don't want to be running around like a toddler hyped up on sugar or anything. This channel is screwed up enough as it is. We don't need to be whacked out on sugar the whole night. Um, Can look up the YouTube channel TGC News, also known as the Gun Collective Ruger. Just made a really cool frog camo Marine Corps birthday special edition rifle. Luke Roberts, what's your favorite knife of all time? I don't know, man. It's becoming. I think as far as performance goes, all around use, size, everything like that. I'm looking at the Tier 1 BC. In Magna Cut, it's got the bow drill divot, ferrocium rod notch, Persian swedge. Love the design of this knife. Love the fit, the feel, the everything about it. Yeah, I think that's probably like, man. But then it's a toss up. Like these two are awesome. These are the bomb diggity. This one, Mrs. Bushcraft and the kids got me last year for Christmas. The Calcula. So I always, you got to appreciate a present. Which is this one as well. This was gifted to me by Eric Hansen. This was his EDC knife, and he very generously gifted it to me. Love it, love it. And the same thing, I got this last year for Christmas. So man, yeah, like favorite, like yeah, if we're going by function or purpose or yeah, man, I don't know. It's kind of like a trick question. Sorry for such a horrible answer. Um, the one to the right of that I like. This one right here, all the way to the right. Yeah, this is actually a custom knife. This is a tier 1C in 3 PMV, 12 and a quarter inches overall, 0.25 inch spine. Has the ferrocium rod notch here on the top, which is really handy dandy thing. I actually like the ferro rod notch. It stops at any sliding you might get. I know a little bit of control, but it also increases the surface contact to the ferro rod and makes bigger sparks. Which, you know, bigger is better, right? Isn't that what they say? But it's not a super heavy knife, but it's heavy enough to do some light chopping. This one has a convex grind, so it batons like a champ. Yeah, convex grind is awesome. The only thing I don't like about the convex grind, man, it's kind of like a pain in the booty to sharpen. It requires special equipment. It's like a special needs knife. Special attention is needed. This one right here with the ivory, this is an ivory micarta. This is CPM 3V as well. This is the Allaris. Like I said, all of these are by Phobos knives. But yes, CPM 3V as well. Great knife. I've been slicing and dicing and julienne and stuff in the kitchens for like 10 months with this thing. Yeah, so whenever I need a knife in the kitchen, I use this. Does everything. It's also got a bow drill divot here for the friction fire. You can see it's not just the scales. Some makers do just the scales, but this goes through to the full tang, because if it's just in the scales, the spindle creates so much friction, you end up destroying the scales. So this, as long as your spindle's not too wide, yeah, you don't cook your knife in the process, or you cook your scales. I'm definitely hilarious on the phone. Bushcraft will tell you. Oh yeah. Chaos is a chuckle and a half, man. We've had many good laughs together on the phone, along with yeah, James M and stuff like that. Yeah, again, we'll have to do a convo sometime for sure. Yeah, Cannon, send Bushcraft an email. Have him send you my phone number if you want. Yeah, definitely do that, man. Yeah, I'll hook you up. Cannon, I'm definitely out there. Yeah, for sure. Chaos is a barrel of laughs. Um, yeah. So what else have we got going on? I'm not entirely sure. Um, yeah, like I said, guys, we're definitely going to be cranking out some more content. Definitely more lives. Yeah, I'm just gonna start doing whatever I can to crank. Not, I mean, I'm not gonna turn out crap. I'm gonna try my best not to, although I'll probably succeed at that. So yay, success at no matter what. But yeah, I'll start putting out some more content. I'm probably gonna start trying to do some gear reviews. I'm gonna try to do it with minimal editing. Just because it seems like the more I edit something, the dumber it is, and eventually it gets chopped down so short, it's not even a video anymore. Yeah, Irish John, I just wanted to just kind of do knives because a lot of times, like, man, I get into a whole damn kit in one night and it just turns into one giant CF. So yeah, I just kind of like wanted to focus. It's Phobos Friday, Phobos knives. I was just gonna stick with Phobos knives. I don't even have my Spyderco out tonight. Um, yeah, so yeah, Phobos Friday. I figured I'd stick with Phobos knives. Getting into a little bit more of the backstory for some of the newer people. Um, yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, I figured there's a lot of new people. I mean, the channel's grown. Yeah, in the last year we've gained like over 3,000 subscribers, and there's always new subscribers. So I figured, Phobos Friday would just go over the whole lineup and tell the story behind some of the knives. Um, why I have the number of knives I do, where they came from, and stuff like that. A little bit of full transparency. I'll be driving them crazy being out of work. So, yeah, you guys expect more lives. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, honey, lovely story, but yeah, I had a live scheduled for now. Happens to be exactly this moment. Yeah, I forgot to mention it. Um, but yeah, no, really, Mrs. Bushcraft, Yeah, 95% of the time she's an absolutely adorable pleasure to have around and to be around. But that other 5%, no, I'm just kidding. More like 8%. But anyhow, chaos. John, I'm going to save the book. All right, yeah, Cannon. Thanks for the translation. We appreciate that. Exactly, yeah. Cannon spot on with that one. Burning Stables Forge. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. What kind of Burning Stables Forge? I'm kind of guessing you make like horseshoes and equestrian hardware and stuff like that, right? Is that a good guess? Or I could be completely wrong. But hello, welcome to the chat. How goes it with you this evening? We're all right. Well, man, but you can see the confusion, right? But yeah, all knives. That's sweet, man. What kind of knives do you make? But yeah, it said stables. Oh man, sorry, that was just a wild guess. Well, it wasn't a wild guess. I thought it was a fairly accurate guess, but yeah, I can be completely wrong sometimes, and I apologize. This is one of those times I was completely wrong. Um, but yeah, man, nice to have you in the chat. Chef Oyster EDC. Not a clue. Oh, he sounds like a pyromaniac. Yeah, he does have burning stables. Yeah, that could be a little bit of a pyromaniac thing. But yeah, guys, I think that we're actually how we doing? Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys, because we went just a smidge over the 2 hour time limit we've been shooting for 2 hour time frame, not so much of a limit. But yeah, we overshot that by a few seconds and 32 minutes. So yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. We'll definitely be here no matter what Sunday morning by 7 a.m. for our Sunday morning brew crew. Sunday morning social that we have every Sunday morning. Um, and yeah, who knows what else is gonna pop up? Anything's possible. Last week when Friday Night's Live ended, I ended up like bored again and started another live at like 2:30 a.m. like one of those insomniac social lives at 2:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was. But yeah, burning stables. I'll definitely do that. Neil McKenzie, thanks for hanging out. We definitely appreciate you being here as always. Cannon, always a pleasure. Semper Fi from an Army guy. Chaos Theory, our master moderator. B&A was up in here. Yeah, Miss Bushcraft here, but I'm going to see her again in like 30 seconds. So thanks for hanging out, hon. I'll see you in 30 seconds. Yeah, B&A, thanks for hanging out. We definitely appreciate you, brother. Yeah, everybody have an awesome night. Have an awesome weekend. We'll see you Sunday morning. Some of you I'll speak to between now and then for sure. But yeah, I definitely appreciate all of you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support. Most of all, thanks for being you and thanks for having fun with us. Yeah, be well, be kind to one another, and we'll see you on the next time. Everybody, be safe, be well, take care. See you soon.